Hello everybody. So today we're going to be talking about harm modes on board the A-18 Hornet. So the three modes that we're going to be covering are self-protect, target of opportunity, and pre-briefed mode. First we're going to cover self-protect mode. Self-protect mode on board the F-18 is designed to protect the aircraft from any threat around the aircraft. This could be from AAA or low altitude or even long-range SAMs. The RWR is designed to feed directional information into the harm and to give it an approximate bearing on which to head after leaving the aircraft. And it will also feed identifying information into the harm. So in this case, we have an SA-8, which is protecting a convoy that we are going to be targeting. Now, the self-protect mode on the harm is capable of targeting any radar emitter from 360 degrees around the aircraft. This is a great tool when used when being ambushed by a SAM that is either protecting convoy or when we get an integrated air defense system and it starts playing cat and mouse with you and it starts turning on and off radars and it catches you off guard. You can quickly launch a harm on a SAM which is currently attacking you. Self-protect mode is most useful when used in the pullback function, which can be activated by unboxing harm override in the bottom right-hand side of the screen, and this is usually found on most weapon pages. And you can see that on my left MFD. So right now we are going to be attacking a convoy with a Maverick F, and we are going to be using the harm in self-protect and the pullback function to protect the aircraft as the SA-8 will try to target us on our approach. So here we go. Okay, we got a gigantic harm on our Maverick page and on the HUD, and we have the SA-8 box, which means that it wants to prosecute the SA-8. So weapon release button. Harm is way on SA-8. And we are going to fire our Maverick on our target, so rifle. Okay, SA-8 has fired. And the SA-8 destroyed. So now with the SA-8 out of the way, we can proceed with our attack on the convoy. Next, on to target of opportunity mode. Alright, so now on to TOO mode. TOO mode stands for Target of Opportunity, and is designed to allow you to attack radars that you have not been pre-briefed on, or radars that are not currently engaging you. And this can be useful for highly mobile radars such as an SA-6 or an SA-11, or other portable radar units which can be quickly packed up and moved to a new location that you may not have either been briefed that they're there or know are there. So in this case, for this scenario, we are heading towards a target to provide suppression of enemy air defenses. And on our way, we are going to encounter an SA-6. There it is. So we can tell TOO mode to only look for certain classes of radar. And if you press class in the top right-hand side, you'll see that we have a whole bunch of different classes. Now, the easiest way to filter out friendly radars is to tell it that, oh, we want to prosecute hostile, which is in the middle left-hand side of the class. So we're going to press hostile, and now the harm will only look for hostile radar signatures, which will include the SA-6. So we're going to bank towards the radar of the SA-6, and the harm will begin scanning through all of the different ident codes and scanning the space in front of us and looking for the SA-6. And now we have a box which gives us the approximate location of the radar. We are going to press cage uncage to hand the system off to the harm. And once that's done, and once you feel that you are in range, you can press the weapon release button and magnum. Now the thing about TOO mode is that while it is great, the radar has to stay on in order for the harm to find its target, because it's having to use its seeker head to find the radar, which means the radar has to stay online no matter what. So we're going to try to stay in a position where the radar will want to stay on so our harm can find it. If the radar shuts off, the harm will do its best to guess where the signature was coming from, but unless the radar turns back on, it will essentially fly to its best last guess and more than likely miss. And Shack SA-6. Alright, on to the last mode, pre-brief mode. Hello everybody. So the last mode that we are going to talk about is pre-brief mode. Now this is the mode that requires the most information input in order for the harm to make the flight. You have to tell it where to go. In this case we have a waypoint of a SAM's location, which has been inputted into our HSI, and we have set it for waypoint designate, to which the harm will be flying to. We also have to tell the harm what SAM system it is identifying by a 3-digit code, and you can locate plenty of these harm code tables on the user files on the ED website. So once you go to your harm page, you set PB, and you have two options. You can either have the aircraft pull up to launch the harm, or you can have the harm do the pull up. Now for this, we're going to be going up against a long-range SA-5 Gammon, which has a search code of 129 and a track radar of 130. So we're going to be attacking the track radar first, and with our second harm we will be attacking the search radar. Now this one has been set up without point defense systems for demonstration. Obviously, with a well-placed SA-5, it would be defended by point defense systems such as an SA-19 or an SA-15 system, so keep that in mind. So our goal is to fly low altitude over the Caucasus. Just before we reach past the peak of the Caucasus Mountains, we are going to pull up and do a pop. We're going to pop up, launch the harm when the system designates that we can launch the harm, and we will have to keep the radar illuminated on us to hopefully have the harm impact the target. So with that, let's get started. Here we go, starting to pop up. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to put the flight director in between the two carrots and the top line. And right now we can press the weapons release button at any time. Time to target will be approximately 2 minutes. Spike. Magnum. Up to the flat line. Magnum. Target of 129 set. Magnum. Magnum. Alright. There's the missile.
Altitude.
This detonated. Still keeping track radar illuminated right now. Still in flight, 40 seconds. Definitely do have another missile in the air. Oh, there's a missile. Time of flight, 9 seconds. Lost 5. Lost both. Check SA5. And that is all of the harm modes and how they are used in the F-A-18 Hornet. Hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next video.